Hello, welcome to the reading room. It's Sylvie here. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading, and it's going to be on what do they think when they hear your name? What comes to mind? Timestamps down below. Choose your group, take your time, enjoy the reading, and I'll see you there. Hello, group one. So let's find out what they're thinking about you when they hear your name. Well, so far I see that they find that you are someone who's looking for answers, or you're curious, you're always wanting knowledge, you search, you wonder, you are definitely in tune with the universe, you have high goals, you're ambitious, messages, or you seem to know things. It's almost like you pick up what the universe is sending you, or you hear a lot of whispers about everyone else. Let me see. You're someone that's loved, and a lot of people show you affection, especially certain people, especially people that are close to you. But yet you are a person that are not, you're not open to showing your emotions, even though they know that you love back or that you're very kind and loving. But to look at you, you never know it. You're sort of standoffish. People feel that you may be a little bit cold, but that's far from reality. Also, you have opportunities and you wait for them patiently. Whenever you plan something, you wait for it to come in. And you feel that you're guided and you have a purpose. And that's what comes to their mind when they hear your name. Now I'm going to pick out words that are from someone that hears your name, but they don't know you very well. And this is what they think. You're sophisticated. You're adventurous. Trustworthy. Confident. Modest. And wise. I pretty much feel that they have you pretty on. The only thing that they may be missing is how affectionate you are, because that is something that's not really showing. Okay, I'm going to pull out 3 more cards to go along with those words and elaborate on them. Okay, what else do we have? We have that you have a lot of ideas. Boys, do you ever. You put yourself out there all the time. They see you doing, but also that you're a loner, that's someone that's also, when it's time to think about things, you do it on your own. You retreat to think. But yeah, you sure know what you want, and you sure know how to put it out there and accomplish it. Hello, group 2. So let's find out what comes to mind when they hear your name. Boys, they think about you in all the experience you have, all what you've seen in life, all where you've been. You close your own eyes when it comes to the stress because you don't want to face it, but they do pick up that vibe. But they do see that you are enjoying and you are taking in all your experiences. They also feel that you're far away from home, and that could be literally, could be spiritually. I feel like when they hear your name, they know that you have a lot of memory, a lot of past attached to you, and you hold on to it and you remember everything. And yeah, so it takes you away. So either it takes you away physically or mentally, but definitely takes you away. They see that you rush for opportunities and you're very successful at it and you're happy doing it. So they see you as being happy. So that's what they think when they hear your name. You're someone that is well put together, well experienced. All right, let's find out about people that are not really close to you, but they know you. What do they think of you? What comes to mind when they hear your name? Direct. sensitive, loving, big-hearted, enthusiastic, realistic, respectful, and reflective. Well, there you go. Sort of goes with what people that know you think when they hear your name. They're not that far off, actually. Pull out some more cards. Let's elaborate on those words. Oh, backwards. Okay, so we have a few messages here. One of them is that you do well. I mean, you're always choosing well. You go for things that are possible and they suit you. So that's interesting. So that's what comes to mind when they hear your name. It's how successful you are. Or at least the directions that you choose are really good for you. Also, that you hold back on sharing. So you're not one to share too much on your experiences or what you're doing. You're someone who definitely dreams a lot. And you keep people out. So if they're not really close to you, they're not going to get much details on your life. That's for sure. They're going to hear about it or see it for themselves or hear the gossip, but definitely not from you. Hello, Group 3. So what comes to mind when they hear your name is one thing is that you see clear. I mean, if you don't, you really go find out. There's nothing that's going to pass you by without you knowing, and you definitely make a point of finding out what is around you and what's going on. And if there's something interesting in front of you, you want to know about it, you want to see about it, and you want to definitely also plan things that are exciting, and you can go explore. But you love things that are different and interesting, and also really makes you feel good. So another thing that comes to mind when it comes to you is that you're moody. You never know how you're going to be from one moment to the other. So yeah, that stands out. And then the other one is that how you're loved and how you love. So people that are close to you know how precious you are, and also you treat them in such a loving way that they can't help but to love you. And that's what comes to mind. You're very passionate and you're very just. Okay, so what about people that are not so close? People that are not really in your circle, in your tight circle. What do they think of you? What do they take you? I'm going to pull a few more. I have two, but I want a few more. Oh, okay, there we go. This one comes the strongest out of all the words, and that is insightful, helpful, romantic, caring, adventurous, honest, meticulous, and persistent. Well, there you go. Let's choose a few other cards to go along with those words. Okay, so we have extra cards. One thing is that you're always completing what you start. No matter what, you're very successful. That's what other people see. And also, you're adventurous and you're not afraid to go where you need to go. And you're going to go explore. You're also going to go learn. You're not afraid of anything, but you're not going to share all that. You're definitely someone that holds on to what they're doing. You're definitely explore, but you're going to do it by yourself. And you're not going to even let people know where you're going. You're very independent. And you sort of like, don't bother me. I'm busy. I'm doing something. But it's very exciting and intriguing. Okay, Group 4. Let's see what's going on here. People see you when they hear your name is how anything in front of you, odd, small, different, unique, takes your interest. You're sort of also maybe someone who's very creative. There's something about you that's very interesting. So when they hear your name, they really are taken by you. They see that you're taken by your surroundings too. So they feel like they have something in common with you. Oops. This one here. Well, these ones want to come out, so I'll definitely read them first then. This is something about you being so successful in planning your life that you have everything you need. And if you don't have it yet, you will have it, because you are so strong in your foundation of planning out what you're going to acquire. You're full of abundance. You're not going to see the hardship. And that's what they think when they hear your name. You're someone that's very pleasant to be around with. You're full of life, and you have so much personality and also talent. Okay, so they have a big, they have a lot that comes to mind. You also jump into life in full, like you don't hold back. Okay, so I'm going to pull out words for the people that are not all that close to you or not in your tight-knit circle. What do they think about you? What have they been picking up? I feel like I need a few more words. Okay, so, this one is the one that's going to represent you for the most part, and that's direct and reflective. The other one is that you're open, you're fun, you're intelligent, you're gentle, and you're accomplished. Well, that's funny because it kind of goes with what's already been said. So people that don't know you as well pick up on you in quite a good way. So let's find out more about that, about those words. Okay. Well, for people that don't know you that well, find that you're very well put together, and you understand how life works, and you make things happen, and you're always on the go. And sometimes you fall short in seeing what's right beside you because you're so busy going for things. You may forget to appreciate or be grateful for what you already have because you're so busy. Hello, Group 5. Let's see what's going on. What do they think about when they hear your name? And, you are someone that holds the key to your own success. You're always unlocking your dreams. You're someone that makes things happen. You're like someone that decides something, and there you go. You have it. That's what comes to mind. Someone that don't hold on to negativities, always looking forward, always looking for the positivity in life, and always succeeding because they're so positive and because they don't let anything hold them back. That's something that they think about when they think about you, is how you just embrace life. Yeah, you just go. Doesn't matter if you don't know what's ahead. You're brave and you're going to go for it. And you have faith that things will happen when they happen, and they'll be good. So, yeah. So I'm going to go pick some words for you and see what's going on and what people are thinking about you that are not in your immediate circle, but they know you. Successful, intuitive, adaptable, chill, and resourceful. Well, there you go. So what else is there? Let's pick some cards and to go with those words. Okay, so sometimes you're fall behind or you're way ahead. Depends who the person is that's looking at you, because I have a feeling that some of the people that you're around with are very influential and they're in very high position, and they wait for you to catch up. They want you to catch up, and they know you can. So when they hear about you, they'll think, you're going to catch up eventually. But other people that may be behind you, and they know that you'll wait for them. You'll help them out. So they're not worried about it. If you advance farther, they're not going to leave them behind. And the other people also, when they hear your name, they think about how you're so bigger than life. You are someone that's huge, and they just embrace you. They look up to you, And again, it goes with the other persons. I'm picking up 2 scenarios. Other people that are on the other scale that are a little bit more advanced than you, know that you admire them or admire their path, and that you embrace what they're doing. So they feel like you are someone who learns from them, and you're someone who takes as much as you can from them in a positive way, and they're more willing to put it out there for you. So there's the 2 scenarios here. Knowledge is big either way. You reflect the knowledge that you have, the experience that you have, the life that you're leading. Hello, Group 6. So let's find out what people are thinking when they hear your name. How do they see you? What comes to mind? Well, one thing is that you're someone who puts things together pretty good. Opportunities come to you. You don't let them by. You know how to handle yourself. You know how to handle your opportunities. You put things together, like I said, in a way that makes sense. You're definitely someone who's very strong. You have this knowledge of knowing how to open up locked doors. Sometimes you put your heart away, and some people come to you and say, hey, bring it out, and you do. You say, oh yeah, okay. So you're one of these secretive people that you will choose to show yourself or who you truly are when the right person presents himself with the right elements. You're someone that's very strong, and you definitely choose your people who you let in your circle. You definitely know what you want, and you go for what you want. And you do listen to advice and stuff like that, for sure. You're guided, for sure. And yeah, so that's what comes to mind when they hear you. What about the people that are not in your circle, that know you, but they're not the ones that you're going to share everything with? What do they think of you? What comes to mind when they think about your name? And it's loving, sensitive, versatile, insightful, and responsive. Okay, so let's pick out some cards to go with those words. Oh, they're all popping up right away. And one thing is that you're never stuck. You may think, or they may think you're stuck, or you may look like you're stuck, or there's something about you're not putting out all the confidence, or you don't show all the confidence, but you definitely have it. When things go wrong, that's when you don't show you're very confident when things go wrong. But believe me, you know how to work it. You know what to do. Group 7. So what do people think about you when they hear your name? What comes to mind? Well, one thing is that you always put something sweet in front of them so they can go for it, and you accomplish your goals, and you get what you want out of them. So they know that you use them in some way, but they always get something good out of it too. So they don't seem to mind. They actually feel that it's fun, and they enjoy being around you. But they know that you definitely take advantage of them, and you know how. Yes, you don't always show yourself for what you want and how you go about doing it. You're a little naughty sometimes, a little bad, but it's always, like I said, fun or light. And you definitely cause them some issues sometimes. You definitely bring some problems along the way, but it's not serious, and it's always in fun. So the tower is usually something that's very serious, but not today. It feels very light, but you're definitely someone that's very good, grounded, loving, earthy type person that they don't have to worry anything about you. Nothing malice about you. But that's what comes to mind when they hear your name. So what about strangers, or people that don't know you well, or people in your surroundings that, in your everyday surroundings? Okay. So they find you, first this one, gentle, accomplished, optimistic, spontaneous, organized. Well, that sort of contradicts, but, this is different people with different thoughts. So, dynamic, tough, sincere, practical. Well, you know, you put out different things to different people, so it depends who you're around, what you're going to show them, and how you're going to be, and that's probably why you're picking up a lot of different variety of words that are describing you. So it just depends who's thinking about you and what comes to mind. So what about some cards to clarify some of those or add to it? Okay, cards are just jumping. You're someone who knows what they want, and you know how to go for it, and you're someone who actually, you're a doer. Lots of action around you. You're successful. You believe in what you're doing. You believe in that you should learn. Life is there for you to learn, and you're always learning.